Welcome to Microchip's briefing. The content of the briefing includes AMD's new AI chip poised to steal earnings spotlight, Taiwan's power chip to build $5.3 billion Japan foundry with SBI, supercharged Tesla and Nvidia bets sold through single-stock ETFs, cashing in its chips, Taiwan goes all-in on semiconductors with support fund, Huawei's new phone ratchets up rivalry with US and Apple, AMD's new AI chip poised to steal earnings spotlight, Bloomberg. Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, is set to report its earnings on Tuesday, with investors keeping an eye on the firm's new artificial intelligence (AI) accelerator chip. This chip is seen as AMD's best hope for competing with Nvidia's H100, which helped the company become the first trillion-dollar semiconductor maker. Both chips are used to train AI software, but Nvidia currently dominates the market. AMD CEO Lisa Su will reportedly provide more detail on the MI300 chip, which is set to debut in Q4 2018. The chip will be key to AMD's future, as it seeks to compete with Nvidia. Taiwan's power chip to build $5.3 billion Japan foundry with SBI. Bloomberg. Taiwan's power chip semiconductor manufacturing plans to build an $5.3 billion factory in northeast Japan. The factory will be financed by investment group SBI Holdings and the Japanese government. The foundry will be based in Miyagi Prefecture and will begin with mature 40 nanometers and 55 nanometers semiconductors, focusing on automotive chips and power controllers. The factory is expected to go online in 2027. The move is part of Japan's bid to expand its chip manufacturing base and reduce reliance on Taiwan. Supercharged Tesla and Nvidia bets sold through single-stock ETFs. Financial Times. U.S. asset managers have launched a suite of leveraged ETFs enabling investors to double their bets on Tesla and Nvidia. The move comes as the market for leveraged ETFs booms despite negative returns for investors. The new products from REX Shares and Tuttle Capital Management allow investors to bet on the price of Tesla or Nvidia via an ETF wrapper. Two of the products offer double the daily amount that the stock prices rise, while the other two products pay out double if the underlying stock prices fall. Huawei's new phone ratchets up rivalry with US and Apple. Financial Times. Huawei's latest flagship phone, the Mate 60 Pro, has been a success in China, with sales reaching 1.6 million units in the first 6 weeks of its launch. This has helped the Chinese tech group increase its local market share by 4 percentage points to 13% in Q3 2021. However, taking on Apple and its iPhone in China will come at a steep cost for Huawei. The biggest challenge for Chinese smartphone makers is stable access to advanced chips, which are in short supply due to US export bans. Huawei's Mate 60 Pro models are equipped with advanced 7nm chips that use homemade designs and manufacturing, but this breakthrough comes with tighter US sanctions. Samsung sees memory recovery next year after profit beat. Bloomberg. Samsung Electronics has reported Q3 2019 net income of KRW 5.5 tn, $4.1 billion, down 40% from last year, but beating analyst estimates of KRW 2.52 tn. The South Korean company, which is the world's largest maker of memory chips and smartphones, saw its chip division post a smaller operating loss of KRW 3.75 tn compared to last quarter's KRW 4.4 tn. Analysts expect the chip market to rebound next year. On Semiconductors, CEO blames outlier customer for slashed forecast that hit stock. Bloomberg. On Semiconductor has blamed a single North American carmaker for its disappointing fourth-quarter forecast, which led to its stock plummeting 21%. The company said the unknown automaker was the reason earnings per share were projected at $1.13 to $1.27, lower than the $1.36 expected by Wall Street. CEO Hussein El-Khoury said the decline was a momentary short-term reaction and that the company would recover. The automaker in question was not named. El-Khoury said the United Auto Workers' strike against Ford, GM and Stellantis would not impact on Semiconductor. Apple debuts 3 powerful chips along with new laptops, iMac. South China Morning Post. Apple has announced a new lineup of Mac processors, including the M3 chip, which the company claims is 35% faster than its predecessor, the M1, for standard computing tasks and 65% better for graphics. The new chips, which are manufactured using advanced 3nm technology, will be used in the latest iMac and MacBook Pro models. Since switching from Intel to its own chips in 2020, Apple has seen strong sales of its Mac computers, but competition has increased in recent quarters and Mac revenue has started to slide again. Taiwan's power chip chooses northern Japan for planned $5.4 billion fab. Reuters. Taiwanese chipmaker Power Chip Semiconductor Manufacturing and Japanese financial firm SBI Holdings have selected Miyagi Prefecture in northern Japan as the location for a planned $5.4 billion foundry. Power Chip and SBI aim to manufacture microcontrollers and power chips for electric vehicles, along with chips for artificial intelligence. In the first phase, planned for 2027, the foundry will manufacture chips using 40nm and 55nm technology with targeted monthly output of 10,000 wafers. The second phase, planned for 2 years later, aims to introduce 28nm technology with targeted monthly output of 40,000 wafers. Japan's September factory output rises less than expected. Reuters. Japan's factory output increased by only 0.2% in September, according to government data, lower than the expected 2.5% gain. Demand has slowed significantly, particularly for production machinery, due to lower domestic and overseas orders, said a METI official. Investment appetite is also being affected by rising interest rates at home and abroad. However, autos production rose 6% in September after disruptions caused by a typhoon and system failures eased. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.